This is a live news update. Thanks for joining us today. I am Olubenga George. Here are the headlines. Governor Ortom backs Obasanjo's endorsement of Peter Obi. Tinubu meets Emir of Kano ahead of rally. Junta to free more than 7,000 prisoners under amnesty in Myanmar. Cristiano Ronaldo calls Saudi Arabia South Africa as video goes viral.
Alive TV.
Now here's the detail. Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has thrown his support behind former President Olusegun Obasanjo over his endorsement of Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi to win this year's presidential election to provide the leadership that Nigerians are yearning for. The governor stated that if he were not a member of the People's Democratic Party, he would have personally led Peter Obi's campaign across the country. Governor Ortom strongly recommends Peter Obi to Nigerians as the man who has the capacity to effectively tackle the economic, security, and other challenges facing the country. He is convinced that Obi possesses the qualities of a leader who will be a true president of this country by guaranteeing justice, equity, and fairness for all Nigerians. The governor stresses that for some years, the country has been tottering on the verge of collapse owing to leadership failure and its attendant consequences of poverty, heightened insecurity with banditry, kidnappings, and other acts of terrorism threatening the very foundations of the nation. Governor Ortom lauds Chief Obasanjo for once again demonstrating objectivity, truth, and patriotism as a statesman whose views on national issues must be taken seriously. And now the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bola Tinubu, on Tuesday visited the palace of the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero. Speaking at the palace of the monarch, Tinubu stated that he was in the state to flag off his presidential campaign rally in the Northwest region and to solicit the Emir's prayers and support. In his response, the Emir called on the people of the state to maintain their tempo of respecting leaders during the elections to enhance hitch-free and fair elections for the general interest of the country. The Emir, who described Kano as a pace-setter in terms of elections, called on people in the state to use their experience and elect those that will be of immense benefit to the country. The APC presidential candidate was accompanied by the state governor, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, his deputy, Dr. Nasir Yusuf Gawuna, Zamfara State Governor, Senator Barau Jibrin, Kano State Chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Abbas, former governors, and top government officials at state and federation levels. And now to the foreign scene. Myanmar's military government will release 7,012 prisoners under an amnesty to mark the country's Independence Day. State broadcaster MRTV reported on Wednesday as the junta chief praised some countries for maintaining support for his nation. The Southeast Asian country has faced international isolation and Western-led sanctions since the military seized power from a democratically elected government led by Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi nearly 2 years ago. In a speech to mark Myanmar's 75th independence, Senior General Min Aung Hlaing expressed his appreciation to some international and regional countries, organizations, and individuals who positively cooperated with them in the midst of all the pressure, criticisms, and attacks. Min Aung Hlaing said his country is closely working with neighboring countries such as China, India, Thailand, Laos, and Bangladesh to ensure border stability and development. Myanmar has been in chaos since the army took power from Suu Kyi's government on February 1, 2021, detaining her and other officials and responding to pro-democracy protests and dissent with brutal force, displacing hundreds of thousands of people. While street protests are now rare after bloody crackdowns, the military is involved in almost daily clashes with minority ethnic forces, and insecurity has spread to swaths of the country as members of a so-called People's Defense Force have taken up arms to fight for a return to democracy. On the way to sport, Cristiano Ronaldo on Tuesday was unveiled as an Al Nassr player in front of 90,000 fans in Riyadh. The 37-year-old was presented before the media, where the footballer talked about his move to Saudi Arabia. However, while talking to the media, Ronaldo made an embarrassing slip-up which led to trolling on social media. The Portuguese international accidentally called Saudi Arabia as South Africa while answering a question. The video of the slip-up soon went viral. Notably, Ronaldo has signed a contract with Al Nassr worth $75 million per year, which has resulted in making him the highest-paid footballer in the world. The five-time Ballon d'Or winner was unveiled as an Al Nassr player after undergoing a medical examination on Tuesday. Ronaldo, along with his wife and kids, were greeted by thousands of fans as they arrived in Riyadh. In the press conference, Ronaldo discussed the length of his move to the Middle East. The footballer reckoned that he doesn't care about the people's opinions and is looking forward to playing for Al Nassr. According to the star footballer, Saudi Pro League is quite competitive and will be a new challenge for him. In 2022 to 2023 season, the Al Nassr is at the top of the table with 8 wins in 11 appearances. And that's news updates from Alive TV. I am Olubenga George.